control setting has 12 common mistakes that you are probably making. Let me tell you why. Do you sometimes have touch issues with your phone and can't figure out why? Or are you the one who's trying to improve your current control settings? In this video, I will correct some of your understanding about configuring your controls and show you guys how and why I set my buttons in this unique way as a 5-finger club pro player. If you're playing with less or more fingers, don't close the video yet, as you can for sure be inspired and improve your controls when I explain mine. Now, let's get into it. Firstly, I want to address some of the touch issues you may face when you are playing PUBG Mobile. There are lots of round buttons in the control settings, but these actually work as square buttons. Let's see this example. This will bring you difficulty on pressing the correct buttons if you put them really close like this. We should either put them side by side if situation permits, or leave some gap in between them. If your phone screen sometimes goes unresponsive while you play, most likely you need to get a phone case with raised edges. It can effectively prevent your palm from touching the edge of the screen, which is the reason why for the unresponsiveness. One of the drawbacks would be your phone may overheat while playing with the case on, but you can always get a small desk fan to cool it down. There are so many buttons in the PUBG Mobile control settings, so overlapping some of these buttons are very important for easier muscle memory, and also leave more space for your thumb to aim and move around. My prone button and the team info bar are overlapped. It's easier for me to see my teammate's status in matches, compared with some of you put it on the sides. My crouch and exit button are also overlapped. You only see exit button when you sit in the car and see crouch button when you are out of it. By doing this way, you can exit the car and crouch immediately when you see enemies, as the vehicle can be a great cover, protecting you from the incoming shots. In addition, I put my map right on the in-game character. This is the most appropriate location for me. I mostly look at my crosshair while I play, not my in-game character. And I can check the map information quickly compared with putting the map on the edge. Knowing the map info is one of the most important aspects in competitive play. Plus, it can block your field of view if you put the map on the sides. One more tip is that I place the scoping and the nade cancel button together. These two buttons won't show up at the same time, and it can give us more space to make the button size larger and greatly reduce the chance of misclick. Lastly, I place the open door button and the drive button all together, as they don't show up at the same time either. If you guys are looking for more idea about overlapping buttons, make sure you join my Discord, where lots of my viewers and top pro players are sharing their controls in it. Link is in my description. Now, let's go through the rest of my control layout. It shows how my fingers control the corresponding buttons. I placed the marking button close to my left fire button, so that I can mark the enemies while I scoping and shoot, giving out information to my teammates at the same time. My focal length adjustment button is placed right below the marking button, so that I can make a quick switch with my index finger when shooting enemies far. Remember to select the hold method in the focal length adjustment setting for easier control. Joystick size, I keep it as a 196. If you want to know more about joystick size and the position, make sure you check these videos out. I increased the size to 140 for these two weapon slots, because I used to miss the buttons in game while I set it small. Transparency is set as 100, and I put them vertically near my right thumb for easier access and ammo check. As you may notice, I have two fire buttons. I put the left fire button on the top left corner, and it's for spraying and fighting enemies close range. The right fire button is for single tap only. By doing this way, I can fast tap M16 or Mini 14 with my right thumb, and the gyroscope is very stable, compared with doing it with my left middle finger. One of the common mistakes I see from some players is that they overlap two fire buttons together. The right fire button allows for camera rotation, while the left fire button doesn't. Stacking these two together will cause shakiness during spraying. I also separate jump and climb. Jump button is on the top right because I want to keep my right thumb on the screen while doing jump shot to the enemies, so that I can control my aim precisely. By comparison, climb button is in the lower right because I don't need to rotate the camera while climbing over some cover. Here's the tip for you guys. The MAD button should always be placed on the right side of your screen, so that you can move and use MAD seamlessly. Free look camera is highly suggested to be placed on the top right if you play with 3 fingers or more, because we can move the free look camera around and see the landing point during nading, and use our right thumb to rotate the camera. When I play PUBG Mobile, my eyes focus sits naturally on the center of my phone screen, so I put a kill message near the center. By doing so, I can read the kill message even if I don't intend to read it in some close range fight moment. It helps me to get real-time information about the enemies I'm facing. I got one more useful trick for loot box button. Make sure to reserve some space between 2 weapon slots and the expanded loot box button, and then you can place the gun into your wanted weapon slot. Let's go to my vehicle button controls. I suggest you guys put the vehicle info bar on eye-catching place. Change seat button should be placed on anywhere but your right thumb area, as when you are trying to switch seat and shoot an enemy, you can use your right thumb to rotate the camera and aim quicker. So now you have my newly updated 2022 control layout. If you need my control code, make sure you follow my Instagram and join my Discord server, as I will share it there. Links are in my description. These tips I mentioned above are gathered from my experience on years of playing and referring from other pro players. Buttons are the basis of everything, and I hope you find my tips fit your layout. If you like my video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and comment down below maybe if you have any other button tricks. You can also comment what video you want to see me make next. I will make video on the highest like comment. See you guys in the next one. Bye!